Hey guys, Marsningen here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and today I'm doing a showcase for one of my favourite units in the game, who, thanks to the strength orbs from the EZA Broly event, I finally managed to finish rainbowing. Way back when I did my 100 subscribers celebration video, I did 500 stones on this banner when it was on global, and I pulled all but one of the copies I needed. And then I think the next time I picked up some stones when the banner was still out, I did one more multi and was fortunate enough to get him on as the GSSR for that banner. So ever since then I've been short on strength orbs because I'd been leveling up the Vegeta Blue just before that. So now he is finally at 100%, and it seems like pretty fitting timing because he is about to drop on JP. He'll potentially be out by the time this video goes up, depending what time it actually goes live. So it seems like a good chance to show him off, not just for you to see what he does at 100% if you manage to pull him and have not finished working him up yet, or if you are on JP and you haven't decided whether or not you're going to go for him. So this is Outburst of Emotions Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta and Bulma. So completely unique name, so you can use any other Vegetas on a team with him if you happen to use him on a heroes team. It'll be interesting to see what he can do once we get Tech Vegeta Blue on global. Obviously if you do get him on JP, you have the option to do that already, so it'll be quite interesting to see how he performs on that team, because the only downside to the unit at the moment is he is not in any categories. So the best team that you can run him on is obviously Super STR, which is what we'll be showcasing him on in this video. So his leader skill is Super Types Ki +3, HP Attack and Defense plus 40%. So that's actually a decent leader skill. Obviously, if you've got the free-to-play LR Vegeta Blue all the way up to LR, then he's obviously going to be your better leader for super teams. But he's a decent stand-in if you are new. Obviously, if you're fairly newer account, you're not going to be able to get LR Vegeta Blue anytime soon. So he's definitely a good stand-in as the leader for that. His super attack is the Furious Gallic Gun. Greatly raises attack for 1 turn and causes supreme damage, so he's going to hit incredibly hard. His passive is attack and defense plus 100%, so again that all stacks up to just how hard he can hit. Also getting the defense 100% as well helps him to tank, because he counters with tremendous power upon receiving normal attacks, so just like Super Vegeta or physical Vegeta Blue. And then he also has a rage mode when his HP is 30% or below, once only per battle. So just like the Tech Beerus, he enters a mode similar to the Great Apes and that rage mode, where he will attack all three times, all 3 slots, but he can't take any damage. And the other unique thing about his one, I think the Tech Beerus one might be the same, but I haven't used him personally. I know it's the Apes are not that way, but regardless of any amount of ki you get, he will super attack when in that mode. But he has different super attacks. I don't know if it doesn't list them on here, but he has different super attacks depending how much ki you get, and obviously 12 ki is the best one. But even if you can only pick up 1 orb of any colour, he'll still super attack, so that's pretty nice. The only downside to that is, just like the ape transformations, he does lose all of his links once he's in that transformed mode, so he won't do quite as much damage, but obviously you get a free turn of outputting damage, which is pretty nice. So his links are Super Saiyan, Royal Lineage, Prodigies, Golden Warrior, Berserker, which sadly is one that won't come into play too much, especially on Super Strength team, Prepared for Battle, and Shattering the Limit. So link wise, I guess the only downside is that he doesn't have Fierce Battle, but he does make up for it with a few decent attack links. And his 12 key multiplier is 145%, which is pretty decent, and the tremendous power is 300%, similar to the Vegetos, so his counters are pretty powerful. And just like the Vegetos, it mentions here, so counters can be crits, and he can also activate counters after dodging. So all in all, very powerful unit. Even on paper, when he first dropped on global, we knew he was going to be good. So if you've had a chance to use him, you probably know that he is good. But now we are going to show off just how good he is, Rainbow Star, on a super strength team. So I'm going to jump into the first fight here on Boss Rush. Sadly, he is not in the first rotation, so let's just try and clear this out as quickly as we can. Let's grab those. He's not going to super, but that's fine. So I've brought mainly a couple of support units, and then I think we will probably put him on rotation with the support strength Trunks, because they share a few links, including the royal lineage. And of course that Trunks is a support unit that gives 25% attack and defense, so he's going to be giving him a buff every turn anyway. And then we'll have a couple of other support units floating in and out of that third slot, so we can see how much extra damage he can do. So, in fact, if we leave him in the middle, we can get Pycon to lower the attack first of all. Then he can grab those. And then just grab a quick heal just so we can see the full scope of how little damage he should take, even from a unit with which he has type of disadvantage against. Plus Pycon is going to lower the attack first as well. So it's nice to have him. This partnership was global exclusive until, as we say, Vegeta is now coming out today. So let's see, can he crit? There you go. So 1.2 million, and the only real attack link that he had was Super Saiyan with the support Gohan. So that is pretty good. Didn't get a chance to see him counter, so hopefully we will get to do that next turn. So we'll get rid of Trunks so we can get them to link up, and then once this rotation comes around again, we will float off the Bardock as well, so we can get him come into the third slot for that rotation and give Vegeta another big attack boost. Probably just go through the first 2 or 3 fights, depends how quickly we get through them, because it would be definitely would be interesting to see how much damage he'll do against Cooler with the type advantage. So, of course, Bardock is going to take the super attack. And Trunks. This Trunks really needs a rebirth. He is a really solid support unit as it is, but if he gets a rebirth, that would be very, very cool. See, I want to do it like this because I want to see some counters, but I do feel like the Vegeta will probably just destroy him. But let's find out. Don't really need to super with the Goku. Pycon elbow dropping the golden Azaru in the arm. Right, so here he goes. So yeah, 518,000 without a crit against neutral typing. Again with just I think Super Saiyan from the Super Saiyan 4 Goku at the end. So let's do this. We can't super attack with Goku if we do that. So, should be alright. Should be fine. Can't super with Gohan either. Let's use a Yama then, because I know Goku has a habit of super attacking for a pretty ridiculous amount of damage, so let's just protect ourselves a little bit there. Yep, called that. And of course Goku is not going to counter, so the Yama keeping us safe from taking too much damage. Yeah, even the Gohan taking very little. And Bardock not doing too much damage, but now he can float off and come onto the rotation. So here we go. Now we have the Trunks that we want linked up with them. So he's got pretty decent attack stat already. And then we can grab this. I guess Trunks can just have that. And then you can have those. Right. So this is where we should see some real damage output, because he's now going to start getting counters. The first one is a crit. So almost 500,000 damage just from a critical, and he's taking double digits from the attack. So there's another crit. So he's already dealt basically 1 million damage and he hasn't even attacked yet. And now comes the super attack, almost 500,000. An additional normal attack, so we're up to what, 1.7, Another crit counter for another... Ooh, for 720 now, because he's raised his attack now after he supered. So just like Super Vegito, after he supers, his attacks are even more powerful. So overall, he did just under 3 million damage. It was about 2.8, I think, just off the top of my head. So 2.8 million damage just by himself. This is a non-Dokkan Fest unit that doesn't have Fierce Battle. And he just did almost 3 million damage. So let's jump into the next event. I should bring up his stats so you can see how I balanced his abilities. I do like to give all of my units 3 dodge. And of course, it works well with his abilities because he will still counter-attack. And it does come in clutch sometimes. I did have a couple of runs of the Super Strength Super Battle Road when I was still trying to finish it, where he actually managed to dodge a super attack. So definitely comes in clutch every now and then. So here he is. So I gave mine 6 additional, 17 crit and 3 dodge. Crit is obviously really, really useful on any units that have counters because you have that potential to get multiple crit counters. I think we got, was it 3 out of the 4 times he got attacked last time? So that just ups the amount of damage that you can do even more. So and obviously if you don't care about the 3 dodge, I advise it. I think it's useful. Like I say, it's definitely fun when it actually triggers. But yeah, you might as well go for, I would still say, put that extra 3 in the additional rather than giving him 20 crit, because he raises his super attack when he raises his attack when he supers, so it is nice to get additional supers with him. Let's just give you those. I think will they take him out here? I guess it depends. The first phase enemy is obviously a lot weaker, and we know that Goku can be a bit of a wrecking ball sometimes, so... But yeah, he doesn't quite take him out. He's going to counter the super though, so... And that was a crit, I believe. Nice. So Goku just takes him out. So Goku showing that even though he is now one of the only Dokkan Fest units that doesn't have a category, he is still a beast on his own team. So, and now we have the Bardock on rotation with Vegeta. So his attack stat even higher now. I guess he can grab all of those, get them out of the way. The only problem, I guess, with this setup, I don't want to play too dangerously, but we might not be able to get to see Vegeta's Rage Mode. He is a very, very useful unit for Super Battle Road, so if you are on JP and considering whether or not to go for him, and you haven't finished the Super Strength Super Battle Road, he definitely does make it easier. 1.5 mil on a crit, basically. So yeah, if that Rage Mode triggers, that gives you a free turn of damage, and unlike the Great Apes, he will actually put out pretty decent damage, even though he can't get crits or anything while in that mode. So, very decent. Let's give you those. Give you that. Got to be careful with the orbs, because I don't think we won't get a Dokkan next turn. And then we don't want to get it. We definitely don't want to get it the turn after, because we absolutely want Vegeta to get it. So, but yeah, get that attack lowered. Can Goku take him out here? Not quite. Tank for double digits though, so that's pretty decent. And then Gohan. He has a rare chance to stun. And it actually came into play, so we won't get to see any counters, sadly. But let's see. Do we go for the Dokkan? I don't think we can get the Dokkan mode, even if we deliberately try for it. Which then leaves us in a position where we have to try and be careful not to get it next turn. But we should be okay to do that if we just pick up these non-type orbs. As long as they as long as we don't get stuck having to pick up a load of red orbs next turn, we should be okay. So yeah, Vegeta finishing off his GT Super Saiyan 3 self. it comes to it. Although of course we've got a rotation where everybody links incredibly well, so can we cheese this? I think, yeah, we can cheese this easily enough. So we can do this, do that. Oh, no we can't. I think we are going to get stuck. I'm going to have to get the Dokkan attack with Goku now. Let's grab a heal quickly. And since we didn't super with Pycon, there's definitely the possibility that we could take a super attack, so I guess we should grab that. And yeah, if we get the red, we're definitely going to super. If we get these, we might not. By super, I mean Dokkan. Oh, yes, excellent. Just narrowly avoided. It's so hard to tell sometimes when the bar is that close to being full. So, and then of course, Pycon is taking the super, so good thing we used the Yema. Still taking 68k. So definitely, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, definitely the toughest stage for this team to go through, but we should see a good example of how well this Vegeta can tank against type disadvantage. So, especially with a nice defensive boost here from the Trunks that he's going to get. And he's going to get the Dokkan mode, so hopefully he can get a crit, because that will absolutely take him out. In fact, let us activate this, get a nice little attack boost, and then we will heal. I know the Dokkan mode is going to heal us up, but if he doesn't take him out, we are potentially going to get a super from at the back end. So here we go, Dokkan mode with Vegeta. If we can get a crit, then it's going to be a very good example of him dealing a ton of damage. If we don't, then it probably won't be quite so good, but let's see what he can do here. Hopefully we can get that crit, because with the Bulma active as well, it should do pretty good. Oof. Ooh, okay. So just under 2.5 million damage against Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, who has incredibly high defense. And again, I reiterate, this is a non-Dokkan Fest exclusive banner unit who does not have Fierce Battle. And yeah, putting in work. So let us carry on here. I really want to see how much damage he can do to Cooler. So, and of course we're on full health after that. So Goku, oh okay, Goku getting another super attack counter. Wow, I very rarely see the Super Saiyan 4 Goku or Vegeta counters actually going off, so the fact that Goku's done it twice in this video is pretty impressive. Pycon should take him out actually, even if he doesn't crit. So get through all of the minions in one turn, which is pretty nice. It would have been a good rotation to have Vegeta on, because we could have put him in the front slot, targeted the guy in the last slot, and got some nice counters off. But we are... hopefully there's a nice little cluster of Cooler and Thouser attacks in this rotation. There you go. That's what we like to see. So we'll do this. I guess we'll target everybody on the Thouser, because he is going to be the harder one to take down because of the type disadvantage that we have. So we'll do this. Not too worried about Vegeta, because even if he gets super attacked by Thouser, his stats are incredibly high, and he does boost his own defense significantly. So ooh, okay, crit for 2 million, so he's just going to take him out, and then a crit counter on Cooler for so he counter attacked for over 1 million. So there you go. Again, he just output over 3 million damage all by himself. And one of those was from him just sitting there and being attacked. So, yeah. Very, very good unit. Shall we go with Pycon first? I know it makes sense for the links, but we should be alright. Our health's high enough that even if he supers, we shouldn't die. So, we can get those. Not sure if we'll take him out here, but 32k from a normal attack. A little bit more than I was expecting Pycon to take, but he is going to lower his attack now. Yeah, that's better. Pretty much halved his attack stat. Or his attack total damage, I should say. Goku get a crit? No? So, Gohan, not going to do much unless that rare chance to stun kicks in again. Which it did! Wow, okay. So, I guess I probably should have thought about that in advance. Although it is a bit useful for this particular opponent to not have to take a load of type disadvantage hits. We probably would have been better off not having a stunner so we could get a load more counters, but I feel like we've already seen a pretty damn good example of how good his counters are, so I guess missing out some this turn is not a huge issue. So 271 without a crit, so you can see without crits, even though he is Rainbow, he still is susceptible to the usual type disadvantage drawbacks, but when he crits, as we have seen, he can do a pretty ridiculous amount of damage, so it's probably best to do this time around. You can get those, and you can... What are we like for items? Guess we don't really need to heal. Hopefully Goku can crit, because, oh, he's not countering. Ooh, it's a bit more than I expected. Hopefully Goku can get a crit, because we don't want to mess around on this stage for too much longer. Or Pycon, maybe. I haven't put a ton of orbs into my Pycon, but I think he has about 8 crit, so... Doesn't crit, but he'll lower his attack significantly, so... Oh, will we be low enough to get the Rage mode, actually? This could be interesting. Yes, we were. So, yay, we actually get to see it in the video, so that all works out perfectly, so... There you go, that's my Bulma. Still my favourite moment in probably all of Dragon Ball. I think I've mentioned that in a previous video, but... So sadly it is against an AGL opponent, so as I said before, he can't crit while he's in this mode. And sadly I couldn't get any of those red orbs to drop, so we won't get to see. Well, if you get to 12 key, his super attack animation is basically the same as the one that he does when he's not in the rage mode. So that one's the final flash. We should still take him out, actually. Even if this one doesn't, the last one will. So, nice turn of free damage. Takes him out without taking anything. And of course, like the apes, that means he will still be on the rotation for the next turn. So, instantly start getting some damage put into Cooler. Or not. I think it's only if you don't go into the next event, of course. My bad. So, grab a heal. We got type advantage now though, so we don't really have to worry too much. I don't want to super with the Gokus because they're obviously going to deal a ton of damage, especially if they crit. So we really want to see Vegeta get off some ridiculous damage against Cooler, not Goku. So, although Goku's going to counter a super again. So the that 30% chance to counter from the Super Saiyan 4 Goku is... triggering more in this one video than I think I've seen him do it for me in the last like couple of weeks, so that's pretty good. I'll take that. So we get his attack lowered. So let's see, can we get, yeah, nice. So we can do get two lots of counters in here. Unfortunately, just like the apes, when you're in that mode, if you don't remember to move around the position of the Vegeta in all of the slots, it will mess up your rotation. So as you can see, we don't have Trunks. But we do have the support from the Gohan and from Bardock, so his attack is almost 200,000 before any of his super attack boosts or anything. So just over 500,000 from a counter without a crit. And then super attack for just over 1 million. Without a crit. So yeah, there you go. You can see this Vegeta is an absolute beast. He tanks for double digits even against type disadvantage. He crits for millions of damage once you've put orbs into him. He's got a rage mode that gives you a free turn of damage where you don't take any damage. So he is an excellent unit, and I hopefully you can see why he's one of my favourite units. And like I said before at the beginning, when we get Tech Vegeta Blue on Global, I will definitely be trying out a hero team and using this Vegeta as the STR unit. So, because I mean, we all know Super Saiyan 4 Goku is powerful, LR Vegeta Blue is awesome, but you can't use him because he's got the same name as your leader. So this guy seems like a pretty good choice for me for the strength unit for that team. So let me know in the comments, have you got him on Global and have you put orbs into him, or are you planning to? Or if you are on JP, are you going to go for him? I have heard that the banner is not GSSR like it was on Global, because I think the new LR, Beerus and Whis are going to be in that banner, but haven't confirmed that yet. I don't really play JP too much, but let me know if you are going to go for him, and let me know. Like I say, That's My Bulma moment is one of my favourite Dragon Ball moments, so let's discuss what yours are. Let me know in the comments, and again, feel free to follow me on Twitter at @TheMaskedNingen and tweet me there. Let me know. Tweet me your summon pulls if you do manage to get some awesome Vegeta pulls. If you can get a pull of Vegeta and the LR Beerus in the same multi-summon, I'd definitely love to see a screenshot of that. So we're on the road to 500 subscribers here at the channel. We're super close now. So hashtag 500 Mortals Plan all over the comments. Drop a like, subscribe if you are new, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.